Your life is passing you by. Time is moving faster than ever. Your life feels like it's on fast forward, and it's getting faster and faster. And where do we head to at the end of our lives as we get older? God forbid, 6 feet under. The last thing I want you to do is have your life just blur past you like that and not achieve your goals, aspirations, and most importantly, not get on top of time before time gets on top of you. Now, if you'd like to dive deeper into this in a practical, no bullshit manner, personalizing your situation, let me help you. I help so many people do this, and the epiphanies and realizations and the results that they actually achieve are astounding. So if you want to work with me, click the link in the description down below and the pinned comment, and let's go from there. So yeah, time is moving very fast. I heard some study recently that the earth is actually moving faster and our days are getting shorter. But forget all of that. Forget the mainstream media. Forget the news. Forget the conspiracy theories. That's not what we do here. Let's actually break it down in a very simple way. First of all, the older we get, obviously, time moves by quicker. When I was a teenager, time moved at a very glacial, very slow pace, especially when I was at school, especially when I was around the wrong people at school, college, and so on and so forth. And then when I worked a job and I was in the city, I couldn't stand that either. But as I'm getting older and I'm looking at people in my family and certain other people I know who are aging as well, they're saying the same thing. They blink, it's Christmas. They open their eyes, it's another year. It's another milestone. It's another decade. What the hell is going on? Now, a lot's happened in these last couple of years, especially since 2020. But more importantly, life does feel like it's on fast forward. And rather than keeping our heads in the sand and just ignoring the fact, we should embrace the cold, hard truth. Time is moving faster. Our lives are moving faster. And where are we heading? Well, we're not going to live forever. Say it as it is. We are heading towards our deathbeds. And when we head towards that direction, there is no turning back. We can't reverse time. We can't be Benjamin Buttons and get younger. No, we have to get back on top of our organization, our time, and break it down for what's really going wrong in our lives that's accelerating the speed of our time, aka the speed of our life. An exact comparison here is money. People who are broke, financially illiterate, stupid and irresponsible with money are dictated by money. They can't do X, Y, and Z. They can't clear their debt. They can't live fulfilling lives because they're dictated by money, because they don't have money. They have a lack of money. It's the same with time. They're dictated by time. Well, I don't have the time. I need to make the time. I don't know how to manage my time. And therefore, time manages you. You're on autopilot. You're fast forwarding straight to an early grave. Literally, you're going to blink and you're going to be dead. So I don't want that to happen to you. You still have time, irrespective of all the responsibilities and your mental state and everything you're juggling. You still have an opportunity which you can take on board from this video to get on top of it, just like you need to get on top of your finances. And if you need help with that, I'm an expert at that. I was financially literate and I got on top of that. We're going to work with me, link down below. So let's break down now why your life feels like it's on autopilot. Why time is going at a very terrifying, alarming rate, and also what the hell can we do to get on top of it. So firstly, life is on autopilot for most people, and your brain is checked out. When every day looks the same, your brain stops bookmarking new moments. With no bookmarks, there are no new memories. And that's why whole years feel like they vanished. That's probably one of the most powerful points that you'll ever hear about this topic. So I'm actually going to repeat it again. When every day looks exactly the same, repetitive Groundhog Day, your brain stops bookmarking new moments, and no bookmarks, no new memories, nothing new to create. And that's why years and decades feel like they vanish. This is why people stay in monotonous, boring jobs and careers, because they feel like they're getting somewhere, but actually time is passing them by, even though in those offices, in that job, every day is the same. They live for the weekend. The weekend comes, the weekend goes so quickly, and then rinse and repeat. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Oh, it's Easter. Oh, it's Christmas. Back again. Oh, it's vacation time. Back again. Back again. Back again. With no bookmarking, no new memories, your brain has checked out. You are living like a robot. You're living like an NPC. You're just basically doing the bare minimum to get by. And here's the sad reality. In those rare, unique moments where you have self-reflection, when you question everything that's going on, the following gaslighting comes out of our mouths. We'll say, well, where does all the time go? I can't believe it's another birthday. God, I just don't have any time to do anything nowadays. Well, you know what? It pays the rent. It pays the mortgage. Oh, thank God I got a roof over my head. Do you know what? I've got a lot to be grateful and thankful for. The problem is, if you don't force novelty into your routine, everything stays the same. You need to travel somewhere new, learn a new skill, change your environment, change your job, because that makes your brain wake up again. The alternative is to stay exactly the same, choose comfort, choose the familiar, and watch your life go on fast forward and accelerate to an early grave. How I got out of this, when I was in a 40-month period of my life just accelerating past me so quickly, was I tried something new, and especially on this channel. And do you want to know what I did? I bought lights, I bought a new microphone and a camera, and I changed everything because I mixed up my routine. My brain had checked out. I was just producing, but I wasn't connecting. And now I connect with people all around the world through coaching, and it's one of the most rewarding, successful, and fulfilling things I've ever done in my entire life. This is a very common point that you hear, and you probably see these in motivational quotes and so on, but you're watching life instead of living it. Social media, streaming, endless scrolling, YouTube, movies. You're overdosing on other people's lives whilst neglecting your own. Where did this get accelerated to 10, 11? Well, isn't it obvious? During 2020, around that specific time, where people were at home, people weren't going out, they were watching, even through reality TV, even through social media, whatever, others living their lives. And then they got accustomed to it. And what's happened is, even though we have gone back to some sort of normality, if you want to call it that, we are still not living. We're like, oh, well, I can't wait to get back home and watch my favorite program. I can't wait to go to bed early so I can get up earlier the next day and start work early. Like, what the hell are we doing? There's more to life than a job, even a business. There's more to life than our phones. And we need to switch the ratio. More creating, far less consuming. You'll be shocked at how much richer time feels when you're the main character in your own story. That doesn't make you a narcissist, doesn't make you entitled or the spotlight's on me. We're creating. And I'm not telling you to create a YouTube channel, but go create memories. The other day, and I've been so stressed and so busy, and so is my partner, I insisted, date night, Italian, go out and watch a movie, go for a stroll upon the lake when the moon's out, romantic, create memories. Oh, we could do that anytime. No, forget that word. We can do it anytime. I'm doing it now. And that was a new memory that was locked in. We both equally agreed, one of the best date nights we've ever had. You think you're going to have more time. You need to live your life instead of watching others live it. Speaking of which, you're living in the next instead of the now. You're always planning the next trip whilst being on that trip. You're always talking about that next promotion and opportunity whilst focusing on what you're doing now. The next big thing. But when it finally arrives, you're already mentally chasing the one after it. This is a very, very common criticism I have of people who are checking boxes and always on to the next one. It's always the next milestone, the next thing. One of the saddest realities I've had recently is when I got engaged, I cannot begin to tell you the whirlwind of life I went through to get there. The rejections, the setbacks, the toxic relationships, losing my dad, overcoming addictions. It was hell. And finding someone to connect with and love and have a healthy relationship and inspire others that they can do the same. I loved my engagement. It was an amazing story, but I was thinking of the next thing. Well, when are we going to get married? When are we going to buy a house? When are we going to do X, Y, and Z? And in that period, I was checked out and living in the next instead of the now. And now I'm full of regret not enjoying that engagement as much as I should have done. I know this is a specific example, but it's the same even in business for me. I'm always thinking about, in the past, the next video, the next client, the next X, Y, and Z, instead of being present. You need to anchor yourself in this specific season. Look for one thing each day worth actually feeling, not just checking off. And celebrate your bloody wins there and then. I'm not telling you to go crazy. I'm not telling you to break the bank or be unhealthy. I'm telling you to celebrate your wins. I had a big month on this channel last month. I celebrated it. I hit a huge milestone in my personal life. I felt it and celebrated it. We just had wonderful news in our family. And that's why I'm creating this video, because it hits home hard for me even. And lastly, this is a very common criticism of people. You've confused busyness, being busy, with living. Those back-to-back meetings, those errands, always being on, lots to do. But when that noise dies down, you realize none of it actually at all moved your life forward, gave you joy, gave you a sense of purpose. You don't want to be a busy idiot. Being busy for the sake of being busy is idiotic. People say, well, it keeps my mind off things. Isn't it better to face those uncomfortable truths than use that energy to be busy with purpose rather than to avoid your pain? You need to get on top of this. You don't want to be a busy idiot, because that's all you are, an idiot who's busy just buzzing around. Protect space for what truly matters, the moments you'd want to remember if tomorrow was your last day. And that comes from auditing your calendar, cutting the bullshit, and being specific. I was a busy idiot for many years. Did it move my life forward? No. Did it make my life better? No. All it did was waste time, make me more stressed, burn me out, upset me, hurt me, and set me back. So your life is literally, with the remote control on fast forward. Press pause, slow down, take those points that I've mentioned on board. And if you want to really work on this, and we can personalize it on your situation, get those goals and aspirations and dreams really back on check, the right, logical, no bullshit way, work with me. Let's do this together. I do this with people all the time. Just click the link down below in the description and pin comment, and let's get on this before it's too late. Your life's on autopilot, your brain's checked out. Time to check back in, because I'm telling you, the people who don't do this, they die screaming. I really don't want you to die screaming. Are you sick and tired of feeling stuck in life, or being weighed down by endless struggles? Maybe you're exhausted from being walked all over, or tired of never having boundaries, or not saying no, walking away, or stuck in toxic cycles and situations. Well, imagine breaking free from all of that, feeling powerful and totally in control of your life. When you work with me, there's no BS, no fluff, just real, personal transformation. Now, you've seen my journey on YouTube,
about the power of walking away from the wrong people, overcoming addiction, handling grief, empowering myself from being rock bottom. But this isn't about me. This is not my story. This is your story. Imagine having a life on your terms, having a healthier, better relationship, being able to overcome your struggles and actually be at peace and taste happiness, maybe for the first time ever in your life. Now, other coaches fail when it comes to getting real results because they offer you generic advice that is not catered to you. It's a one-size-fits-all program and it's a load of BS. But I'm different. I listen to you. I take notes. I ask the deep questions and personalize and cater to your needs to take you from where you are now to where you truly want to be. And it's a lot easier and simpler than you think. So here's what I want you to do. If you are genuinely serious about change and personal transformation, book a free discovery call right now down below. And also check out the testimonials from real people and real success stories of men and even women who've turned their lives around thanks to me. There are only limited spots available, to take advantage of this now. And it's only for serious people who are serious about change. So let's not delay. Let's not keep you where you are now, stuck in the same cycles, the same routines for another year. Let's work together and break free together and live life finally on your terms.